Three main types of exercise are strength training, flexibility training, and of course cardiovascular training, which we sometimes call aerobic training. The benefits of strength training are really that strength training improves lean muscle mass, which helps us burn more fat all day, every day, and also just makes us stronger for everyday activities. The benefits of flexibility training is that it obviously prevents injury, but also improves our posture. And the benefits of cardiovascular or aerobic training are that it really just makes our heart and lungs more healthy.
It's really important to ensure that you keep variety in your workouts. This way that you're going to keep it fun, keep it more energetic. Also, moving forward with your progression, it will keep you focused.
Welcome to television. This is the What's Up Amsterdam TV show for Monday, May 26, 2017. I'm your host, Nate Titer. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know that with the weather outside, you guys have so many choices of the things that you can do. It's either watch this or count raindrops. So glad you decided to watch us today. We have some fantastic guests. With us is Arnaud Wiehe from the Dutchified vlog. How you doing?
Good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Thank you for coming. And here to redeem himself as a human being and guest of this show, Emil Struijker Boudier.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming back, sir.
Thought this time I'm gonna do it professionally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Tell
Tell the people what happened last time you were here.
I wasn't really well prepared for any of the details of the stuff that we're going to be talking about, like places, the name of theaters,
the times things happened,
what kind of theater it was,
the proper name of the show happening.
Yes, what day. Well, just tiny details. So I thought this time I'm going to come in, be prepared, and just be professional about it.
You got a sippy cup because today's theme we're going to talk a little bit about terraces and how to drink in Amsterdam.
Exactly.
I think between the three of us, we probably have a pretty good handle on consuming alcohol in this town.
And probably we're a bit overdressed, so we should shift this way, right?
But before we get going, I just wanted to tell everyone that, of course, the show is live and anything can happen, but I've got two of the most fantastic guys that have ever run boards in the history of the world running the boards. I got Baron and Mark back there. Gentlemen, how's it going today? Good? Everything seems to be going. Fuck, that's great. Let's then I guess we'll get into it with with another one of the other the Marks thing. The you know the name of it. It's the backstage sessions. I thought they were gonna slam cut. I didn't know. I guess we're not doing that. Backstage sessions. That was Dead to Me, and the song was called Undertow, and it was actually directed and made by our director, Mark. We actually chose that song to remind you that it's not always warm outside here in Amsterdam. Occasionally the canals freeze over, and it is fucking awful.
True.
So yeah. All right. So Arnaud and Emil, thank you for being here. This is pretty fantastic. I'm glad that you guys are here. And first of all, Arnaud, tell people like where you're from, what it is that you do, like why you're on the show today.
Brilliant. So originally I'm from South Africa, hence my funny accent. So if you're thinking, where's that English accent from? I'm sure it's Australia. It's not. It's South Africa.
It is a special thing. The South African
But still,
accent is
Southern
different.
Hemisphere.
Even Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio cannot get it right. So
Was that what he was doing in Blood Diamond?
Blood Diamond.
Wait a second.
I was trying that.
You're not actually from South Africa. You're from what's the name of the
Mauritius.
Mauritius. When he's
Already fact checking.
he sent me this thing. Well, he sent me this like a little bio, whatever. It said
Yeah.
Mauritius. Is that what it's called?
That's right.
And you said it like anyone knows where it is. I realize it's your hometown or your home island.
Country. Yeah,
Country.
yeah.
Is it its own country?
It's its own country, 1.2 million citizens, and it's off the coast of Madagascar.
Yep, it's one of the 2 islands off the coast of Madagascar
That's it,
there.
yeah.
The cool part about it is if you're from the east side of the island,
Yeah.
you can still date someone who lives on the west side of the island. It's not like
can.
it's too far. You meet someone nice and they live like 2 towns over and you're like, I'm not going to Harlem.
The problem is you probably dated everyone in the country. Yeah. Small
Or
dating.
they've heard about you, right? So how long did you live there?
For 3 years. So
Okay.
actually
you
I'm
were
South African.
You were born in
Born
there,
there,
but yeah.
left after 3 years.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
so you are South African.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay.
But
All
right now I must be probably their biggest YouTube person.
What do you mean?
From Mauritius.
Oh, you're the Mauritius is most
'Cause
famous
that's
on YouTube.
They got a couple of those makeup channels, but other than that, it's really not.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about your vlogs.
So basically, I've been here about 5 years in Amsterdam. Came straight from South Africa to Amsterdam, and after 5 years, we became rather pedestrian. So just normal stuff of the weekend, restaurants, going to the movies, nothing else. Yeah, and I realized that we're missing out on all the great stuff happening in
Right.
Amsterdam.
Yep.
So I said to myself, the only way I'm going to do it now is to force myself to do something weekly. So there was Dutchified blog was born, and basically I forced myself to find something cool to do every week and then to vlog about it.
Wow, that's a really clever way to like kind of force yourself to get into stuff around town.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely right. There's so much stuff that happens.
Yeah.
And it's so easy just to be like, oh yeah, things are happening, and you know I'm just gonna sit here, or I'm gonna go see Godzilla or whatever it is, rather than going to see something that's actually worth any amount of time.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. We're gonna
All
talk
right.
about Godzilla in a little bit later on in the show. And Emil, what is it that tell the people why you're here?
Why I'm here?
Yeah, tell people why you're here.
I'm gonna guess that somebody canceled again.
No,
That was my reason too.
That's usually the reason I show up anywhere, because
stop that right now.
Somebody
You are entertaining and you're a wonderful human being, and I'm glad that you're here.
Well, A, for redemption,
Yes, all right.
and then B, because I guess I didn't do as bad of a job as I think I did the
You were
first time
fucking
around.
hilarious, bro.
So that's and also I'm gonna use this to leverage to get you on my morning show again.
All right, I would do that with great pride. You didn't even have to come on the show. You could have been busy. Tell people about your show.
Well, right here on Salto One as well. There's it's a weekday show between 7 and 9 a.m. It's called
a morning show.
It's a morning
Weekday,
show.
yeah.
But yeah, during the weekday from Monday till Friday, 7 till 9 a.m. English Breakfast Radio. I do Tuesday and Wednesdays, so
Right.
definitely listen then. Although Mondays are worth listening to, Thursdays are worth listening to, and Fridays are worth listening to. So pretty much, really, what I'm getting around to is just please listen.
You know, I follow you guys on the Facebook.
Yes.
And it looks like you guys are always having fun in here.
We do. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to get, because I made a couple of clips, because last week I lip synced Thrift Shop.
Yes,
together
you
with
did.
somebody.
I wanted to bring that up. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was awesome. It was great. Like I watched the video. It's fucking hilarious, man.
I got a wonderful time, and I pride myself in being the king of the segue, and that was one of my best segues I've ever done.
How did you do it?
This song, if you're not familiar with the song Thrift Shop, it starts off with a what,
That's-
what,
yeah.
what,
Yeah.
what. So as somebody was talking to me, I just pretended I didn't hear them and started, what? And then she said, what? And I'm like, what? Perfect. Slowly brought out the fader. And then because it's also on television, like we try and make it as visually interesting as possible. And so, playing clips while songs are playing, because, you have to have the rights, and we don't have the rights. We have the rights for the music, now for the videos, etc.
So you kind of got to dance your way out of the...
Yeah, and
right.
one of the things I just started doing was to a Beastie Boys, check it out,
Yeah.
was do that to the camera, and I was like, I like doing watching it, and B, it looks funny.
It is. It's so amusing. Like you already know the song,
Yeah.
and your choices on YouTube are either to watch the official high quality video with a 40-second commercial in front of it,
Or this guy.
or like some idiot who decided to karaoke it, or this guy.
Exactly.
It's the photo. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'll definitely do that. Like if you did that with like the top 40 songs of the year and put them up, made a channel of it, you'd be huge, huge.
All right, I'm just.
Hey, I'll take that idea.
Yeah,
But there was that kid. Remember that kid that did like the 50 Cent? Like he was always he did like.
Oh, right.
Remember that? And then
I could be
50
on
songs.
Ellen.
You could be, yeah.
Instead of What's Up Amsterdam, that's Salto. Wow, jeez, yeah. Making me rethink my life, Nate.
Good. I'm glad.
Good,
I'm here to provide inspiration to people.
Exactly.
Now, like I want to watch one of your Dutchified blogs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
In fact, it's a good moment to tell you to go watch all of them, Nate.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You can subscribe on YouTube and all that other stuff.
On
and
YouTube. Yeah, the channel name is Dutchified Blog.
Okay.
So youtube.com/Dutchified Blog.
And that's like there's no extra Y's or J's or anything in there, so it's
Nope.
right how you would think you would spell it.
How you think you would spell
Cool.
it? Indeed.
Let's watch. You made a video of the King's Day coverage. Let's take a look at that. See what happened on King's Day.
Alright.
Let's do that.
Today is King's Day in Amsterdam. It's the biggest street party of the year. It's the biggest outdoor market of the year. It's the perfect occasion to wear orange, and it's a cracker. This you've got to see. It's always amazing to see the stuff on sale. Basically, people just take stuff out of their houses, put it on the street, anything's up for grabs. Things always start off relatively tame, but they deteriorate quite quickly as people start getting drunker and drunker. Then it goes from being a market to more of a party and a drunken brawl eventually.
You're such a character on these because they're so entertaining to watch because they're edited like you're on speed, and you got the fast motion, all of that stuff going on. And we all know that King's Day is manic.
Indeed.
It is incredibly manic. So you really just captured it so well on that video. So I think they're fantastic. And
Yeah, brilliant.
So yeah, you do great stuff, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So
Are they
people should
all
check it out.
edited like you're on speed, or
Yeah,
was it just?
pretty much.
Okay, good.
Try to keep them short and catchy, yeah?
So it's a gateway video to hardcore drug use.
And what Nate hasn't said is he's actually going to be on one soon because we were at an event yesterday where Nate was there.
Really?
So I
We
got him
to,
to introduce himself.
We went to the Taste of Italy at Castile d'Ar. Near
The hair,
Utrecht.
right?
Yeah, the Castle of Hair. It's where they actually trained all the royal barbers for many years. A lot of people don't know that.
I see.
Oh, they all live there. All the no. That would be awesome though. Like,
It's quite long.
we're so rich, we got a castle for our barber school.
I was gonna say we are also. I mean, we're here to entertain, but also to educate. I feel so. It's a shame that you didn't pull through with that.
Oh no, I'll tell you exactly the history of Castile d'Ar if you want me to. Okay, Castile d'Ar was built in the 14th century, I believe. And it was in the d'Ar family until the last male heir of the family died, presumably from trying to make another male heir.
Right. Yeah.
But so the last male heir died, and then the castle fell into ruins. And then around sometime in the 16th century, I believe, they found another male heir, and they gave it to him. And he lived there for quite some time. And then again, the family name died out again. Like they couldn't make sons or something like this. I don't know exactly what's going on. But I'm guessing there was some chick that was like, I'll live there. Like I'll just we can just hang out at the house.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Exactly.
really need a
Yeah.
dude. Probably
Right.
take care of most of this castle. And then so he died again, or the next heir died. And then sometime in the late 1800s, I believe, they found another heir. And they gave him the castle, and he was married to an English duchess.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now,
Yeah.
when you said English Dutch, I thought, right.
Yes, so she had a shitload of money.
Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken.
She had a grip of dough. And so they rebuilt the castle kind of from the ground up. They spent 20 years, I believe, rebuilding the castle back to its former glory, putting in modern heating, especially at the time, modern heating, modern kitchen, things like that.
Yeah.
And actually the family still has rights to the building for 1 month per year.
Brilliant.
Where they like a vacation home?
As a vacation home. As a vacation home.
That's
so
good.
I'm thinking like I would definitely if it was my month to have the place, I'd be walking around in my underwear, like waiting for tourists to come through and just stand there and just scratch my balls. Like to get the picture. Eat a bowl of oatmeal with one hand, scratching my balls with the other while the tourists are coming through. I own a castle, go fuck yourselves.
Don't we all just want to do that?
I think so.
So that was the Discovery Channel moment, right?
Yes, yeah.
Thanks for that, thanks.
Before we have to get into the week, I really want to make sure we get to this. I want to talk about terraces in town. It is terrace season in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Right? And first of all, let's talk about our favorite places to drink. The spots that we like.
Right.
Emil, you wanna start? We'll bring it this way. We'll round robin.
Okay, we're going around this. Well, one of my favorite places is actually the Crea Cafe, and it's because we run an easy or weekly show there with Easy Laughs on Friday. But they have a great big terrace. It's right near the water. It's off the street,
right?
So it's not really busy because that's usually even coming in here now. It's kind of rush hour on public transport, and I hate people in rush hour because. They don't care. They don't care where they're walking. They don't give an F. All right. I know he drops the F bomb.
Oh, you're classier than I am.
We've got more credibility. Yeah.
Who's wearing a tie here? I got a tie on, bro.
Hey, I'm bringing the sunshine in with the classic album cover. All right.
He's insane, and everyone knows he's crazy. Continue.
So the Crea Cafe is actually a great place because they have a nice terrace. They have great drinks and
right. The food is exceptionally cheap.
Yes.
Like to the point where you're like,
can
you really sell food for that?
Can you eat it?
Right. It's really good.
Yeah. It's a student cafe, so yeah, everything is reasonably priced. It's not where you go, all right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm out of rent this month.
Yeah, because some places, if you're at a bar, they've kind of got you by but whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I've been drunk enough where I'll be like, I'll pay you $8 for a toasty right now. I'll give you €8 for a toasty.
Yeah.
And then you go there and they're like 120 or whatever it is. Like I can't even say because we're not allowed to talk prices. But yeah, absolutely reasonably priced. And you're right, just off the And yours?
Yeah, so the one I like is actually new. It's in the Oude Vest. And the tram hall where they used to park the old trams, it stood derelict for a number of years and they've just renovated it. Didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
And it's called the Hullen. And they're still busy with some of it, but they've opened up one section and there's a new hotel there called Hotel de Hullen. And I'm not sponsored by them. I should be though, yeah.
You should be.
But I'm not.
Just a little shout
But they've
out.
just opened a terrace.
Okay.
So it's really cool. A little bit, there's still a building site around it, so it's not the best spot yet. But the food's fantastic. A little bit on the pricey side, so definitely not for the students. But it's
Keeps
a
the
new
students
location.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Even better for me. Yeah.
Just the riffraff and the F-bombs.
Are you guys trying to learn stuff? Yeah.
But it's really cool. And actually, if you don't have space there, there's Ducap just off the bend on Quarker's Plain.
Right.
So actually, there's two options in very close proximity, and both of them are fantastic.
And that building is new. And it is really cool. They've got a lot of great stuff in there. So it's good. It's worth an explore.
Yeah.
It's worth just a lap
I was
around.
going to say, but so it's where the trams used to. It's like the end of the tram track, basically.
One of the entrances is on the Tinkatterstraat market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can't miss it. You go behind the skanky store.
But did you just... Right.
They are skanky, right? Come on.
Yeah. I think we can all agree. Yeah.
But was there still a section in use? Is that what you said?
No, the whole thing was derelict, but they've only now opened one section.
Oh, they opened up one section.
I like how you used the word derelict instead of empty. Because I'd have been like, this just wasn't used. And you're like, it's derelict. I'm like, that's a great word. Like, that's
I know, but
solid.
do you remember I mean, for me, that was the only time I've ever heard that word prior to today, and that was about 13 years ago.
Really?
Zoolander?
Yeah.
Come on.
Derelict. I can't believe I didn't mean to take your reference. My favorite favorite place to drink in the sun is Soundgarden. I like the Soundgarden because it's a grimy kind of little punk rock bar. When they pour a pint, I think those things are bigger than pints. Like I think it's like a 22-ounce beer or something like that. It's like one of those things like I don't know how they ended up like maybe they just bought too many glasses of this size and they just haven't broken enough of them yet because they're definitely bigger than a pint.
Yeah. But a pint is a good word to use if you're ordering something. Give me a pint.
Yeah, give me a pint. Yeah. It just lets them know
So
that.
you might actually be right.
It lets people know I'm an American and I want a bigger thing. I just want a larger
size.
Yeah, I just want a larger. The thing is, I don't want to get up that frequently. Those little beers, like when I go and I get those little tiny Dutch beers.
It's one of the reasons I'm a big fan of Belgian beers.
Yeah.
Because let me sit here for a bit and drink, enjoy it,
Exactly.
have an actual taste in my mouth instead of cheap beer, and which goes down faster. And yeah, like I said, you have to get up again, and especially if it's a bit of a crowded day, you don't want to get up.
No, you do not.
So where's the Soundgarden?
The Soundgarden is next to that big fire station at the end, or on Marnixstraat.
Oh.
Right? And so it's got a little spot on the water.
Yeah.
It's the people sometimes pull their boats right up to it. It's nice. It's just a cool little spot. Yeah. And then my other favorite spot is to grab a 6-pack and sit at the edge of the canal.
Yeah, that always works. Yeah.
I really am like I'm cool with sitting on a terrace.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I'm like, let's go sit at the wall. Let's go stare at the water. I'm big into that.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
And actually, there's another spot. I don't know if you've been to the Plek.
Plek
On the wall.
yes.
So while I was researching for the show, I was like, okay, I need an address here. And the address is Never Eat Weg. And it sounds to me like never eat here.
Never eat.
Like, I think the drink's good, but I'm not sure about it.
Or the hospitality for that matter. Yeah.
It's really cool.
There's a skate bowl right next to it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's in the middle of a parking lot, and a couple of dudes just decided to build a skatable pool.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's got real coping and everything. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you got another terrace pick.
Everybody knows about Roost, I guess, but it's nice to give it a plug.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because actually the first time I was there was at King's Day, because I was on a boat and we decided to go there, and it's such a lovely place. Take your shoes off, you got your feet in the sand. And you got your drinks going on.
Super comfortable.
And very friendly,
Very friendly.
Very, very friendly.
Very friendly.
It's so
And not just the people serving you drinks, it's the people that are there as well. Because there's some families there as well, but
Right.
the kids aren't the annoying. At least not when I was
They're
there.
the cool kids.
They are the cool kids.
They're
that
also
know-
drunk, right?
Well,
Exactly.
because it's in an industrial area with a lot of jagged metal, and
Yeah.
if you're the kind of parent that brings your kid to an area with a lot of rusty, jagged metal, you're probably a cool parent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And high.
And high.
It's not, not that I'm aware of. That wasn't. I don't
You
want
may
to
have
get
crocheted your own underwear.
sued. Oh boy.
And then let's get some. I don't know if you have any, but some advice for what not to do at a terrace. Some general drinking advice for people that may not have been wasted in Amsterdam
think-
on Saturday afternoon.
Biggest thing not to do in Amsterdam is to sit down and expect good service.
Yeah.
This you'll never get.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
true.
should order your next beer when you're getting your.
You feel like you can sit down and wait for a menu to arrive, and then 2 minutes later they'll come and take your drinks order.
Right.
It really is like they don't want to make any money.
Yeah.
I've never understood why you would provide bad service.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because the people that work there, they get paid a certain amount.
Yeah.
And they don't get you don't get anything extra for working harder.
No,
You know?
that's
Neither
true.
do you, right?
I do not. Yeah, no. That's good. It tells my quality on this show. Like, I feel like I should pay you guys a little bit of money for being here. You guys you're so good. You're so good. You're so good. My advice would be to bring cash and pay for your drinks as they come.
Yeah.
Because I've been out a couple of times where 2 or 3 people stumble away drunk,
Okay.
and then
You
I
foot
get
the bill?
I get the bill.
You obviously didn't stumble away drunk quick enough
Yes,
yourself.
exactly. Yeah. When they're like, "Let's do shots," I'm like, "No," but yeah, go for it.
And don't leave if you are getting a tab. Don't leave the tip on the table. Like hand it to the person.
Right, yeah.
Who actually did it, because I've been witness, sort of buzzed when I saw somebody else taking the tip. I'm like, wait, what? How? You shouldn't be doing. Hello, someone.
Who am I telling?
Is that what that is? I always think, hey, check, someone left money for my bill.
I just
got
found some
5
money on
euros
a
for-
table on a receipt.
Awesome.
The first time I went to a gas station, they've got that bowl of coins, and those are all tips. And I said, because in the States they have take a penny, give a penny.
Yeah.
Sometimes people put nickels or dimes or quarters or whatever
Right.
in there. And so, I needed, another 20 cents or something like that, 25 cents. So I went into the coin thing, and the guy looked at me like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I am doing the wrong thing is what I am doing."
Out comes the best ball.
So, yeah, I was, the coins that are at the gas station are not for you to use.
Nor the thing on the table, right?
Right, yes, yeah, the money on the table is not yours. I think we have to, I think we got to get into Monday. I think it's time we get the show started.
Yeah.
Fire this bad boy up. Light this candle, as it were.
I'm Nicola from Amsterdam Local. Join me as I nibble my way around the city, talking to foodies and farmers, artisans and chefs, nutritionists and pop-ups.
And we'll also cover film, art, music, exhibitions, book signings, cultural events from around the city.
Hi, it's me, Greg Shapiro, the American Netherlander. If you're like me, you've probably heard that the European Union are a bunch of idiots up to no good making decisions behind closed doors about how to waste money. You may also have heard about how the governments are sneaking into your email. They're slowing down your internet, making it more expensive. They're even charging you roaming fees for leaving the country on your mobile phone. But wait a minute. Data roaming doesn't happen anymore because of the European Union. Net neutrality is happening because of the European Union. They're even cracking down on internet spying because of the European Union. Maybe it's time to give these guys another look. Join me for the United States of Europe, and we'll do just that.
Hi, this is Chuck Storm. I'm live at the scene where last night there was a robbery at about 3:30 in the morning. Now, police have... Oh, God.
It's the oh God at the end. Yes. It's the oh God. That's what makes it so good. His name is Chuck Storm.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I didn't laugh right up until.
Oh my God. It is Monday, and I can tell you for certain, I would rather drive go-karts than most other things that happen on the planet. I don't know if you've ever driven go-karts.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it's so much fun, isn't it?
It is a lot of fun.
There's a place here called Race Planet that has indoor go-kart racing. And if you go early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, days like this, days when people have work, children have school, there tend not to be lines and waiting and things like that, maybe they give you a couple extra minutes in the go-karts. Maybe they do. So, and if you take a bunch of friends, you can all battle each other and just really get into a lot of race wars. Yeah. Which is, I just want to get the word race wars in there. That's terrible. Racehorse. Is that you play a game called Racehorse? Yeah, right.
I love the twinkling in your eye as you said Racehorse.
Also, we used to hit your neighbor, right?
Incredible. Yes.
But they're open Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. until 11 p.m. So you can still go after the show's over.
Yeah, don't switch off.
Not now. We got a whole bunch of great shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, they pop the doors open at noon.
What?
Keep them open till 11. What? An extra hour. They give you an extra hour of race time.
It's awesome. I haven't been go-karting in a while, but a good friend of mine used to do it a lot, and he actually did it on an amateur level with the full-on go-karts, not those restricted speed limit go-karts.
Yeah.
And I've raced in one of those, and that's scary.
It is scary. Yeah,
that's just scary. Especially when you get off track and you're just, I'm going to die. Thank God there's concrete again.
Because you're so used to when you drive them, you're used to just put your foot to the floor and you go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
But when you get in the good ones, you have to use the brakes and you have to let off the gas, which people aren't used to doing.
Well, you might actually take your foot off the gas, but me, sort of a heavier guy, I can just pedal to the metal and we can just go. It's all about finesse at my stage of weight.
You got the weight to keep the car on the road.
Exactly. I don't have. It's all about the racing line at that point.
Okay.
And I can still, do pretty decent racing.
The rest of us are like, woo.
Yeah, because the rest of them are either too scared to do stuff, slamming into stuff. So even though I have sort of a disadvantage because of my weight and in those things, and that matters greatly.
Once you get it moving, though,
it doesn't matter.
I went go-kart racing with my future father-in-law, mother-in-law, and my fiance. And I'm so competitive that I used my future mother-in-law to run my future father-in-law off the road.
Excellent. Excellent.
You're still getting married in that
We
family?
are. I am. But yeah, we were coming around a turn, and I was like, oh yeah, she's going way too slow, so I just bumped her, so she spun out and knocked him out. I was like, I don't know why I have to win so badly, but I do.
Did you fist pump?
Yeah, I did. I'm positive I did. Let's get into Tuesday. It is Tuesday, and I got 3 things listed on here, but what we're going to do is we're going to start with Arnaud.
Yeah.
You go first, and then we'll see how far we get.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So the Rebecca Summer Nights concerts have started. Really cool lineup this year.
Rebecca?
Rebecca.
What does that mean?
Rebecca. It's the sponsor.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What's Rebecca?
Rebecca.
I'm not sure.
Roberto.
Ham products?
I want to
Robots?
say insurance.
Insurance.
Yeah?
Probably.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
good guess
yeah.
anyway. But
Concert
I'm
Cabal, I'm
pretty
guessing
sure it's-
insurance, yeah. It's
Who knows, right?
Right, yeah, okay.
But they've got a cool lineup this year, and this week there's Bobby McFerrin in the Concert Cabal, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, for the people that know him, he's the guy who makes sounds with his mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's not in the police academy.
Yes.
But it should have been.
But it should have been. And if you truly don't know, go to YouTube, Google or YouTube, I guess, Bobby McFerrin versus Michael Winslow, and then you got a Key and Peele sketch, and that will explain all about these two people.
Yes.
Bobby McFerrin had a big hit with "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
That's
Yeah.
it.
And I'm sure he had a couple other hits. I'm sure he's done some things since then.
Yeah, no, he has
indeed.
some credibility,
Yeah.
I think. But he's going to be there playing with an orchestra?
He's going to be there. I don't think so. It's the jazz part of it, so not with the orchestra. But one of the other things to look out for later in the year is...
Oh, no.
No?
No, we're going to talk about that later on.
Okay.
Unless it's like, is it farther in the future than Thursday?
No, it's related because they take out the seats on the concert cabal and you lie on the floor while you listen to a concert.
Oh, dude, tell
So
everyone.
something to check out. They remove the seats and the concert is basically you bring a yoga mat, you lie down on the floor and they play something. Usually it's kind of Steve Reich, minimalist type of stuff. So it's really cool.
Huh,
It's
so
a
keep an eye out for
different
that.
experience. Yeah.
All right, shit.
Yeah.
All right, then that's happening like summer, late summer, early
It's
fall?
later on, not
Later
sure
on.
the date.
All right, so, okay, cool.
Not this week. Good.
So that's the Rebecca Summer Nights Concert Cabal, Bobby McFerrin. What time is it?
Yeah, it's at 7:30, I think.
Doors are at
8
7:30,
o'clock.
8 o'clock, and so
we
they actually
start,
get
yeah.
started. Cool.
Yeah.
And then he plays instruments and stuff. He's not just like a
Yeah.
right.
That's as far as I can go.
That's it. With a reverse slide whistle, you're moving forward.
that's
All
very
right,
much
take it the other way. You go. You take the next one.
Well, the Nine Inch Nails are performing at the Heineken Music Hall. And they kind of disbanded in 2009, and it was uncertain for a while if they would get back together again because Trent Reznor got way into soundtrack music and making. Was it not?
How can a one-man band break up?
See, here's the thing. All right, fine. You're gonna call me out on it instantly before I get to my very. I'm not that familiar with the Nine Inch Nails.
Gotcha. Okay.
The reason I really kind of know about them, like, they were always around. Like a lot of friends of mine listened to Nine Inch Nails, and
Sure.
for some reason, just never got around to it. But I'm a huge fan of Trent Reznor as far as the soundtracks are concerned.
What is he soundtrack?
He's done The Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, so he's done lots of David Fincher stuff basically over
Okay.
the last few years.
Sure.
And there's just some excellent music, soundscapes basically in there. And there's a great little piece on the Social Network DVD where you go into the studio and he has all this old machinery and old music, just things that make sounds basically.
Yeah.
And he plays around with that and loops it and creates all these different things. But it's really resonant, at least for me. I thought it was a...
He's an exceptionally creative guy. And
Yeah.
what I like about Reznor more than most other industrial music or music of that ilk is that he never stopped writing pop songs.
Yeah.
Like even when they're industrial or they're super weird or there's some stuff going on, it's still a pop song at the beginning. It's still got a verse and a chorus, which is to me awesome because like that's what keeps it. Well, that's why he's rich as hell.
Yeah.
That's why you can take something like Nine Inch Nails and be like, I think we're gonna take like 5 years off. Right? But I'm sure the bass player was like, I got bills, bro.
Yeah. Come on.
I'd like to cancel my Invisalign.
8 Inch Nails is with me.
8 Inch Nails. Let's do this. The songs of 9 Inch Nails being sung by some Filipino kid that's also in Foreigner. So 9 Inch Nails are in Heineken Music Hall, and that's
Because they had apparently a legendary concert 20 years ago at the Melkweg, if I'm not mistaken, in 1994.
Yeah.
Which was apparently legendary. So it's also kind of to commemorate that event.
well, I mean, they when he formed that band, when that band formed, he was a janitor. He was a janitor.
Really?
He recorded Pretty Hate Machine like on downtime from the studio.
Brilliant.
Somebody started throwing some money at him, and he was like, well, let's bring in a drummer, let's bring in a guitar player. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do it myself. And they're like, already you're gonna be a pain in the ass. but Pretty Hate Machine is a classic album.
Yeah.
So if they do even 3 songs off that would even if they do the deep album cuts, that would be pretty amazing.
Cool.
All right, excellent. I guess let's I'll tell you what. Manor Astroman is playing at the Milkweg also on Tuesday night. Are you familiar with Manor Astroman? They play like surfy. They play surf rock. They play surf rock with a little bit of 70s punk influence in it. Cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and just show you what an idiot I am. I thought that they were the band that did the opening theme for Kids in the Hall. That's Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet, which also has space connotations, and they also play very, very similar music. But I said this, as if it were fact.
Right.
Like
don't cross me.
Man or
Punch you in
man
the face
played
if you defy me.
Yeah, and then I was like, God, I was wrong. So that's happening, and they are really good, but they are not the guys who did the Kids in the Hall theme song. The doors are open at 7:30, and that's at the Milk Bag. Let's bop into Wednesday. Yeah, go.
Smooth.
Thank you very much. We are back on Wednesday, and then this one everyone picked. So let's dive into this. Arnaud, you can say all the difficult words.
Yeah, so this one is basically there's the Roland de Kokens. Am I getting it right?
As far as I can tell, Roland de Kokens.
Yeah,
Roland de
well,
Kokens.
Not me.
what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
What I said.
I actually wrote Rolling Kitchens. down
Yeah,
on this.
Rolling
Yeah,
Kitchens,
yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
For some reason, I did too.
But basically, it's food out of vans.
Trucks,
So,
yeah.
Trucks.
Yeah,
They're
well, now
rolling
you're
in.
making it sound dodgy.
Yeah, really nice food out of really nice vans. Rolling into the Vesta Park from Wednesday through to Sunday.
Yeah.
So that should be really cool. So I say don't have breakfast, just go straight through. Starts around about 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be nice.
Actually, on Wednesday, the opening, it's an opening night, so it's from 6 to 11, and then I think it's from 1 to 11.
That's from 1 to
States.
11, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that starts opens
Yeah.
at 1. But you can hold off on eating on Saturday and Sunday until then.
Yeah, and I do
Roll out.
dinner anyway, so I can go on Wednesday.
Exactly.
No problem.
But it's all these different sort of mobile kitchens, and
Yeah.
it's we don't really have those here.
But
You
clearly
see
you
them
do. They
occasionally.
came from somewhere.
But now they're bringing him into the limelight,
Yeah.
and it's. I mean, I think they're more prominent in the States. You have these mobile.
Yes,
sort of
yeah.
food things.
I pretty much eat exclusively off trucks when I'm in the States.
Exactly.
They almost exclusively. Like, the best food, like if you're serving the food out of a truck, it's because you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's because you love
Yeah.
it. And you taken some time with your recipes and your
Yeah.
ingredients,
Yeah.
and you care about it and you actually like it.
Yeah.
Rather than like if you've got a restaurant,
Yeah.
like if your neighborhood dictates that you make hamburgers and you want to make steak, you're making hamburgers, bro. Like you just became a hamburger restaurant. If you're in a truck, you're like, screw you, I'm gonna make what I want.
Yeah.
Because the only sort of mobile food things we have here is either Vietnamese or
Yeah.
during Christmas time, oliebollen, and those are
Or
Hot dogs.
well, well, that's here in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
But other
yeah,
than
yeah.
that-
Yeah, it's mainly stuff you don't want.
Yeah,
but I love it
exactly.
because there's this barbecue thing I'm dying to check out, like a barbecue truck that
Yeah.
serves
Cool.
barbecue stuff. Like on it, like in a truck. That's
Well,
awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait. I'm probably
Probably has flames on the side. And
probably
big wheels.
It's called like Torchy or something like that. Torchy barbecue.
Got a guy named Spud serving you food. Oh,
Spud.
Spurt.
yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, if that's what's in your head, that's what's in your head. But
I'm just saying. That's the guy's name.
not sure you're welcome anymore.
Don't cross Spud.
And then that evening, on Wednesday evening, a band called the Velvedettes are playing, and they play for free at the Pacific Park, which is actually in the Vester Park Fabrique. It's at the end.
It'll probably be right next door because I think right next to Pacific Park, there's just a bunch of concrete blocks where
Yeah.
all the trucks will be.
Yeah,
that was what I'm assuming.
I believe they have a stage inside, and I have seen bands play outside there, but it is kind of a neighborhood, so it might be indoors. It's hard to say. You're gonna have to go down and check it out, find
It'll
out
be
for
fun.
sure.
Pacific Park's cool.
But we're gonna listen to the Velvedettes play a song called "Funnel of Love" right now. This was live at the Cruise Inn. Let's check it out.
Do not, sir. Oh, good.
So that is the Velvedettes. What did you think of it?
I thought that was awesome. I mean, the thing is with these types of clips where it's just one camera, one microphone,
Right.
Yeah.
sound is always going to be shitty.
Yeah,
But you even through that, you could hear that she had an amazing voice.
she can sing.
Yeah.
That girl can sing.
She can really,
it's a,
yeah.
And it's a female drummer, female
beautiful.
double bass player,
That'll-
and then that lovely young lady singing, and then a fellow playing guitar. So something for the fellas as much as the ladies.
Hello.
whichever way you figure that
Well
out.
done.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that, and that is free. Like
And
they're playing for free
on Wednesday.
On Wednesday night. On Wednesday night.
Great.
Let's do Thursday.
等待着这一个激动的时刻的到来，这位选手，他已经做好准备了，大家报以热烈的掌声。他 他已经做好了准备活动，两个眼睛紧紧地盯着这棵树。
The fact that they keep talking is what makes me laugh. Arnaud, tell us what you got on this one.
Do you know what they say, by the way?
No, do you have any idea? Okay. It might be made up. It's probably made up.
Probably made up.
So yeah, what's happening this on Thursday is the Urban Art Festival. So that's happening at the Overtome 301. And basically it's a celebration. Have I jumped ahead?
You have jumped ahead. That's on Friday. That's on Friday.
Friday.
We're talking Thursday. We're going back to your Summer Nights concert.
Ah, yeah.
Clear
Yeah,
memories.
I just love Friday.
Look into the pen. There it is. Perfect.
Can we roll back 2
Thursday.
minutes?
Welcome to Thursday. That band was great, huh?
She's got such a great voice.
Such
The
a
thing with
great
these
voice.
clips is
The
the
live-
shitty sound.
Right. Now that we're talking Thursday.
Right. Thursday the 29th. Arnaud, what, you had something for this, didn't you?
Yeah, and it's
Okay,
a
great.
roll-on of the musical theme. So Tori Amos is in town, which
Uh-huh.
is really cool. So she's playing at the Paradiso. Also as part of the Summer Nights Festival from the company who we don't know what they do, Robeco.
I'm sure they do great things for great people.
Great things for great people, but they sponsored Tori Amos to come out. So she's here at Paradiso.
Nothing against Tori Amos. I'm sure she's fantastic, but I did break up with a girl because she liked Tori Amos once.
I thought you were going to say you broke up with a girl named Tori Amos.
No,
That would have been something.
No, yeah, it actually would have been pretty amazing. I did so I was dating this girl, and she was at a Tori Amos concert, and so I was hanging out with her sister, and we ended up at the Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Pride Festival, and I thought it was like River Pride because we were there.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it was not. It was Gay Pride, and I was like 18 or something like that. I'm like, there's this comedian doing the gay voice. I'm like, come on, dude, like that's pretty hack, you know? And then we go in there, there's a Melissa Etheridge cover band, and then another Melissa Etheridge cover band. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
That's excellent.
Start looking around. I'm like, all right. So anyway, so I'm not going to see Tori Amos, but I'm sure a lot of people do love her. So
It is sold out, so.
it is. So you couldn't go if you wanted to.
Oh,
Unless you know somebody who knows somebody
Right.
who knows somebody you know.
Okay. All right.
in there.
So that's Thursday the 29th, and is that Milkfag?
Paradiso.
Paradiso. Okay, cool. And she'll be in the big room. That's a beautiful room.
Yeah.
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 Excellent. Excellent. Emil, talk to me, my friend.
At the Eye Museum, in which we all love the Eye Museum,
Everyone loves the Eye Film Institute.
they
yes.
got great stuff. And they got an exhibition going on about remakes.
Okay.
And not necessarily the remakes you're maybe seeing now in theaters, like the Godzilla movie. But like a Fistful of Dollars is based on like an old-timey something. I'm
Kurosawa? It's probably based on a Kurosawa movie.
Yeah, I believe so. But
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the name of it. And much like Star Wars is based on Kurosawa as well.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, there's only two stories. A stranger goes to town or a man goes on a journey. So,
all right.
right.
Don't do that. We're trying to big up the Eye Museum.
Oh, gotcha. No. But you're right. They do, like...
But Scarface is, a lot of people may not know this, but was also a movie in 1932. And that has been more famously remade with Al Pacino.
right, sure.
But that is a remake. So a lot of times when people start, they're remaking that movie, that's bullshit. They shouldn't remake. You can't remake a classic.
Right.
You can actually. You can do it better.
And you
sometimes.
can't, absolutely, you can do it better.
Doesn't always work. I mean,
Seldom
I
works.
Remake a Psycho I saw, which is a shot-for-shot remake for some weird reason, except for a masturbation scene by Vince Vaughn, and really you could do without that, basically.
Well, Vince Vaughn was like, I'm not doing it because I got to do this. roll camera. It's the only way I can come.
So they got that go. So it's interesting to see where even if you're this sort of elitist purist who's like, no, you can't remake these classics, go down to the Eye Museum across the pond and check it out because there's some interesting stuff.
There's got to be some interesting stuff because
Yeah.
I need someone to explain to me how this new Godzilla isn't the worst piece of shit that ever walked the face of the earth.
See, and here's okay. Well, I really want to ask you because I saw some points you made about how.
I've got them
awful
written
it
down.
was.
I brought them with me. I brought them with me, so we can
Okay,
talk
how
about
about you
them.
start off with that?
Okay.
And then it's pretty
Please,
easy.
because I'm
Go.
guessing. What I'm guessing is that I don't understand the Godzilla story. You know, like I'm just missing something in that. So, does Godzilla love humans or hate other monsters? Because as far as I can tell, what happens is Godzilla comes out of the ocean to fight Mothra and Mothra's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's Mothra's boyfriend. Like they're not married. I didn't see a ring on their finger. But there's no reason why. Like Godzilla really shouldn't care about if Mothra wants to go out and make a bunch of babies and take over the planet. What the fuck does Godzilla care? Like he shouldn't. He doesn't have a dog in this fight. Yet he still comes up out of the bottom of the ocean and kills Mothra fights with Mothra and his boyfriend, and I'm not. This is a whole bunch of spoilers. If you give a damn,
you're spoiling it.
Watch something else.
A little too late.
Yeah.
Also,
Does anyone really think that?
Yeah, what else was Godzilla gonna do in this movie?
Lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my question. You know what the Godzilla movies are like if
Yes.
you've seen some of the old ones.
Yeah.
So what sort of difference? What did you expect to happen? It's like going to the Transformers movie and going, well, there was a lot of metal fighting with each other.
But there's an explanation. Optimus Prime has a vested interest in saving human beings for some reason. I don't understand. I'm sure they explain it in there, and
But
they
Godzilla
do.
is just a giant monster who doesn't know what humans are, probably.
Right.
Just comes out. Does he really come out and say, oh, by the way, I'm here to kill Mothra? Doesn't he just come out of the water and say, oh, there's not a great monster. I should defend my territory. Isn't that
if it was his territory, wouldn't he just like wreak havoc and eat whatever he wants and do whatever? But he doesn't really seem to do that.
But is he like, oh, sorry, human?
No, exactly.
So,
but there should have. Okay, let's move forward. That's just one of the problems. Problem number 2, I realize that if you're a soldier and you have a gun and this monster's coming past you, you're gonna fire the gun.
Yeah.
But we've learned through the literally millions of rounds that have been fired at both these creatures, it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing.
Hey, you don't know. When playing any fighting game, even like a small jab takes a little bit off it.
Okay.
It loosens the cap.
All right.
It might take an atom bomb to like clear it out, but
right. You're gonna get the pickles after a while.
I think you can easily explain that away by saying panic.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna do whatever you think is right, and that's shooting a gun.
Okay, here then I'm just gonna.
By the way, I haven't seen it. I don't know why I'm defending this movie.
I don't know why either. Well, I'm just gonna do one more point because then we need to move on.
Now we don't need to see it.
Do you remember? Of course you do. When Egon first saw the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters,
Yes.
the greatest movie of all time.
Yes.
What did he say?
Ooh. No, I'm stumped on that one.
He said, "I'm terrified beyond the capacity of rational thought."
Yes.
Yes, because he's seeing an enormous monster walking through the streets of New York.
Yeah.
Everyone in this Godzilla movie seems just fine with keeping going with what they're up to.
Oh, really?
There's some people working in an office
Really?
while the battle was going on. There was a bus driver that rather than
Gotta
losing
make my route. Gotta make my route. Oh boy.
Yeah. There would be and the guys, the main girl in it, she was gonna help people in the hospital, but and it wasn't like she was like, no, we have to help everyone. She was just kind of going about her day. What, are you all insane? Freak the geek out. This is crazy. This is crazy. So, yeah. I
don't know how to defend that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's impossible to defend.
I'm sorry.
All right, so that's, yes. Anyway, so that's the iFilm Museum is doing a thing on remakes.
Yes.
I'm going to go and hopefully someone can explain
There's
it to
no
me.
Godzilla there, so you can safely travel.
We need to move ahead really quickly. Amsterdam Rock and Roll Monthly is presenting Jake Orvis, the Freeborn Brothers, and James Honeycutt at OT 301 on Thursday. These guys, Jake Orvis was in the 357 String Band, as well as the Goddamn Gallows. It's kind of like this, they do like hillbilly, cityfied hillbilly country. When you see these dudes, you're going to be like, I cannot believe that they're making this type of music, but they're so, so good. Let's watch that video, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Long enough to know just how the story's gonna end. We're gonna trick, we're gonna fuck, we're gonna fight, I'm gonna duck. Right out the back of shit's head. You better change all that I've heard from everybody else about the night. You better change, you better quit, you better stop this crazy shit. Look, you could be someone else. Yeah, there was someone else.
That is Jake Orvis, the Freeborn Brothers, and James Honeycutt at OT 301 on the Overtome, 301 Overtome.
Yeah.
I will be at that show.
Brilliant.
That is awesome. As far as I'm concerned, that's some of the best music being played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
huh?
I do know what you were saying.
Cool. All right, let's get into Friday.
It's finally Friday, I'm out of control. Forget the working blues and let the good times roll.
Yeah. Friday the 30th. Let's talk about the Urban Arts Festival.
Yes. Love urban art. So this is basically at the Overtime 301.
Same place as last night.
Same place.
Just stay there.
They got to clean up and then bring in the next crowd, right?
Sweep it in, sweep it up a little bit. Yeah, restock the beer.
And it's a really quirky place. I really like it.
Yeah.
And it's it's not what you expect, right? Overtime, you think you're going to get a certain vibe, and then you walk into 301 and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, right.
What planet am I on? It's not Amsterdam at all.
It's a little disconcerting when you find the place. You're like, I'm gonna go in here, really? But then you go in. Everyone's really super cool.
Yeah.
It's a great place to play ping pong, and they have awesome shows and stuff. But yeah, so there's a bunch of graffiti artists, like some really big graffiti artists. The London Police, Rex, people you know, people you don't know. Yeah.
So there's 40 artists coming from all over the place, and should be good.
Excellent.
You like urban art?
I love. They call me the king of urban. No, they don't.
The king of urban art.
No.
They call me the king of.
I like pretty much every sort of art. If it's done with love and not too much pretentious, like, no, you see what you want to see in this piece. No, just tell me what you thought it was, and then I'll tell you were wrong.
Right. For a lot of these graffiti artists, the stuff that we're looking at now, like, this shit's just dope. Like, it's so cool, you know?
Yeah. And it's so clear what they're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the stuff I kind of dig.
My favorite art is when you look at it and you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. I guess let's. So that's going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
And it culminates with the debut of Wild Style 2. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's what they're showing.
Yeah.
The graffiti movie. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's on Sunday
that's
night.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, excellent. Make sure you check that out. urbanartfestival.net.
Yeah.
urbanartfestival.net. 301 Overtime Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's play Saturday, guys.
S-A-T-U-M-D-A-Y. Night. S-A-T-U-M-D-A-Y. Night.
It is Saturday. Emil, talk to me.
Het Lentekabinet.
What does that mean?
Spring cabinet.
Really? It's a spring cabinet?
Spring cabinet.
Why would you call it?
I don't know. It's an electric music festival with funk and soul and experimental music, and they got all this culture stuff going on around it.
Yeah.
Like every festival has these days, which is always if you're kind of sick and tired of the music or you just want to take a break, there's all this other cool stuff you can do.
Right.
I don't know. There was no real explanation of why they called it the Spring Cabinet.
All right. I mean, a lot of electronic music festivals don't exactly have a defined
and why
reason.
should they really?
Absolutely right.
Just have pick a name, any name.
See, you lost me at electronic, but you got me back at funk and soul.
Yeah. So apparently this is all this fusion stuff going on.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
what
you
I
lost
got
me at
from
fusion, but you got me back at going on.
So like Dixon, Theo Parrish, John Bashmore, I think his name is. They're one of the bigger names that are playing.
Okay.
One of the cool things of the thing. Are we gonna play that clip or no?
Well, you know what?
Actually,
Let's play the clip. Should we jump right into that?
Yeah, go.
Let's run the clip. Go for it.
Hello and welcome to Racer 0.2. Racer is an analog recreation of a digital racing game simulator in the style of the classic game Wipeout. The Racer consists of a vintage arcade machine for sitting in, a modified RC model car with an inbuilt wireless camera, and a self-constructed game level made entirely from cardboard.
So
that guy blinks once. He blinked once in that whole video.
Look, besides the excellent presentation of that video, I feel that it's very important to know that. As any sort of nerd, but the concept of having an actual sort of racing game. So this is because this is a fusion as well of real life racing combined with computer gaming.
So there's more going on than just electronica
just
show or just a place to get elephant ears or ride a Ferris wheel. Lots of cool stuff happening.
It's at Twiske, which is a terrain just outside of Amsterdam, I believe. So you're out in nature.
How far outside of Amsterdam?
Not too much, but I think about 40 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. And then, so that's called the Het Lentekabinet.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Also going on Saturday is the International Tattoo Convention. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. Yeah. That's going on at Rye. So if you want to get some ink, there's been amazing artists. I've seen amazing artists there.
Really?
Yeah.
I should go check it out then.
Some really fantastic stuff. In fact, the gal that I want to have do my chest piece, I met there. So yeah,
awesome.
So that's something you say every day. Hey, the girl I want to have do my chest piece.
Exactly. if you want to be able to say that, you need to run over to the Rye for the tattoo convention. It's basically like during the day. Yeah. So like afternoon to like into the evening. Yeah. Check out the website to find it. And then Sunday. Let's do Sunday. Yeah. Cool. You work with our good friends at the Loco Toco Picture Show.
Coincidentally, Nicole Mishler was on here last week.
She was. She's a fun lady.
She is fun.
I do like her. Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
So she's part of the Loco Toco Picture Show, as are many other
tell the people what that is.
The Loco Toco Picture Show is a show every Sunday at the upstairs room in Boom, Chicago. Runs from 8:30 in about 2 hours or something, and they pick one movie and they do a couple shows on that, and they dub movie scenes from that particular movie or that movie genre, and they play improvised scenes in between that, based on the suggestions of the audience. And there's popcorn there, there's food, there's drinks, all around great time. I'm on Lights and Sound, so you know it's going to be a good time. Okay. That's how you know. Cool. But it's so much fun, and they're top improvised players. So
it's a fantastic night. I love going to it. If you have people in town, it's a great way to spend a Sunday night. So you're not sitting around the house all staring at each other, waiting for it to leave on Monday morning. It is really it's a cool thing. One more thing before we go. Jan Clausen, he loves his family, but he lacks the communication skills to express his frustration with the modern world. So because of this, he beats his wife relentlessly. Yeah, you know him as Punch and Judy, and they're doing these puppet acts on the Dam Square every hour from 1 to 4 p.m. every Sunday from now till October. Oh, wow. And it's free. And it's a classic puppet shows. They've been doing them for over 100 years. Yeah. They skipped last year for some reason, but they're back. Now, that, sadly, is the end of the show. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you tell the nice people where they can reach you and how they can follow you on Twitter and Facebook and all that other stuff.
Brilliant. Mine's easy. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Dutchified blog. One word.
Make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe, indeed. And then on Twitter as well, twitter.com/Dutchified blog. So really easy.
Great. Just look for the English Breakfast Radio on Facebook. Follow English Breakfast Radio. Then you can find me. And if you want to follow me, that's great. But first and foremost, just like English Breakfast Radio, and start listening to it while you're waking up. It's the best thing. And Nate's going to be on it.
I'm going to be on it.
So if you like this show, and we've already done a show. It was fantastic.
It was so much fun.
It was
absolutely. It was a great
way to wake up.
It was probably the best reason I can think of to wake up that goddamn early.
Yeah. It truly is.
The only reason.
I am at WUApodcast.com. You can find the links and the pictures and all the stuff from the podcast. Twitter's at WUA Podcast or Jack Bastard, I want to say. Probably Jack Bastard 77, something like that.
Sure.
NathanTyler.com, BroadcastAmsterdam.com. I want to thank Mark and Bernd, Kathy, and the Broadcast Amsterdam crew. My lady Taffy, she's a pretty one. If you get a chance, check her out.
I'm going to high five you.
Oh, yeah, you should. Keep it right here for So Damn Local tomorrow at 6 p.m. and the United States of Europe at 6:40 with Greg Shapiro. And then Future Visions is on Wednesday at this exact same time slot. So, thanks for watching. Have a great week. We hope we helped you guys out. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.